What's happening, guys? Hope you're having the greatest day of your life. Today we have a brand new FIFA episode on Horseplay. In this episode, we're gonna try and win the daily tournament and qualify for the weekend league using a bronze team. Now, I wanted to practice for the weekend league that's coming up, and I thought that doing this would be challenging. It would be a fun thing to do, and it'll also be cool for the viewers that are watching. Fun, challenging. So, three things in one video. Now, the bronze team we're gonna use is no joke. It's the ultimate cheese. This is the same team that #Harry used on the weekend league. Yes, you heard me right. If you haven't watched that series, he basically did the entire weekend league with the bronze team, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you on how he did and where he finished. I'm gonna place a link in the description below so that you can go and check out the videos yourself. But yeah, we're pretty much using the exact same team with just a few changes here and there, and every single guy on this bronze team has more than 80 pace. Yes, even the center backs have more than 80 pace, so this team is no joke. They are bronze, but they're super fast and they freaking run all over the place. But having said that, the ending to this episode is very dramatic, and it has the most classic EA ending that you will ever see. So make sure you are mentally prepared to see that when we make it to the final game. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Let me show you my team, the custom tactics I had set up for this team, and yeah, let's get into the gameplay. Right now you can see me filling up the squad with the bronze players that I'm gonna use. For the keeper, we just used Neuer because I feel the keeper position isn't really something you can control. It doesn't require any skill from your end, so I believe it's kind of fair to use Neuer as a keeper. Right now we're working on the custom tactics. Everyone is fast, like I mentioned, so we want fast build-up play, and that's what we aim for with 70. In defense, we want high aggression and high pressure because, like I said, our center backs are way fast, and even if they press high, even if they hold a high line and someone gets behind them, they'll probably be able to run them down. And we don't want much width because our backline is terrible at defending and making tackles. We want them congested in the middle so that basically no one can just squeeze through. They'll probably bump into one of our defenders. And hopefully we don't match up against players who are good at playing through the wings, because like I said, our width is very low. So yeah, at this point we're done making the squad. We're done with the custom tactics. We're just gonna fill the entire squad now with silver players, I think, that are not from any of those 4 leagues, just so that we can start the tournament and get on with it. So this is the first team we get matched up against, and so pretty much as we expected, the entire team is Calcio other than Gabriel Jesus, the 1 to watch card, and the SBC Douglas Costa. Now those 2 cards are pretty special, but other than that, as we expected, it is a Calcio A team. Now pretty much for all the games, as soon as it starts, we go into the formations and change it up. We change into a 4-1-2-1-2, and for the player instructions, we put stay back while attacking on our left back and right back, and also on our CDM, and that's all we do. We don't make any changes to any of the other players. We don't put any other special instructions on them. Now we pretty much have an amazing start to the game. A through ball sets Akpom one-on-one with the keeper. Is this going to be our first
Goal! Off the post!
Well, you clearly have no idea what I'm dealing with here. Let me show you. So yeah, it's no surprise that they miss. But we keep attacking, we keep getting shots on goal, but the shots are crappy as usual. But here we have another chance. Sinclair's on. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He lets it fly. Joe Hart gets the save. He lets it go again, and Joe Hart stops it again. And we get a corner. Now there's no point taking corners with this team. They'll definitely not win any headers. So we just decided to go short on every single corner, and this is what we did. Just pretty much held the ball, dribbled it. A drag back, one-on-one with the keeper, and a driven shot finally goes in. It's 11th minute of the game, and we're up 1-0. Anyway, we keep up the constant attacks. LTRT gets us through. Our physical and pace is holding us so far. A body feint inside. Is it gonna be a shot on goal? And no, he gets a block. And just before halftime, he almost makes it 1-1, but Neuer saves the day. Never mind. It's actually Lee Young who saves the day right there. Yep. Good one. Stopped that corner. But halftime approaches. I skip the match fast because I'm a noob, but I'll bring it up for you just so you can see. But we have had more shots on goal. We've had slightly better possession, so we are doing better in this game than the other team, and I'm frankly happy with it so far. Second half starts off with the usual. We do some good work on defense, as you'll see here, and we're just trying to build up as fast but as carefully as we can because they suck at passing and we don't want to miss any passes. And on the side, Leko is through on goal. We play that pass. He's through on goal, 1-on-1. Is he going to make that shot? And he does. The driven shot does get past and we're 2-0 up in the second half. Surely there's no way back for him in this game. And at this point, he's just headed up to here with these bronze players, and all he wants to do is just murder them. Sometimes he's missing, but sometimes he just... Oh, and right here, the D-box is probably covered in oil or some shit because his players are just falling all over the place. We try to get that pass, try to get another goal, but it doesn't work out. We get a corner in the end. And he's gonna have a few more final attempts to murder my players. Misses the first one, tries to go in again, misses it, but... You know, at this point he decides he's had enough sliding for one day, so he decides to quit and we get our first win of the tournament. So the first win in the bag, not the most dominant performance attack-wise, but it was a defensive shutout and that is pretty impressive with the bronze team. Now the second team we come across is a full Calcio A team. He's got 2 pacey forwards and 2 pacey center backs. I don't like playing against these guys. And straight from kickoff, he starts showing us his expertise with the L2. At this point, we should probably just set the controller down, but we decide to keep continuing because he turns over the ball and we want to see this game through, right? Right here we have a chance, straight off throw in, we head it back in, win the ball, just LT inside and we're free. We take a shot, his keeper deflects it, but the ball's still in play. And again, we try to shield the ball, wait for the players to get in. I think you know what we're trying to do. We're just trying to pass the ball inside, which is exactly what happens. One pass at a time into Cole. He takes the first time shot. There is a deflection, but it still goes in. Almost a goal line clearance, but it still goes in and we're 1-0 early on in the game. We keep pressuring his defense, do some LT movements, do some beautiful dribbling, try and find that final pass through for that second goal. Let's see when that comes. And that pretty much does it for the half. The half ends 1-0. Again, I skipped the match facts, but I'm gonna pull it up for you right now. As you can see, he had 0 shots on goal. We definitely deserve the 1-0 scoreline right here. As soon as the second half starts, he makes some substitutions. He put Mertens and Cuadrado in at the same time. Will it help? Let's see. Now guys, something about me and throw-ins in FIFA 17, we just don't seem to get along. And right here, we do some absolutely shoddy defending. He gets the ball at the edge of the box and he lets it fly from almost outside the box and it just rolls in. Neuer can't get a hand on it and it's 1-1. It's not a good look for our team. It's super hard to score goals with the bronze team and we're already in the second half. Can we pull out a win somehow? We keep attacking for the rest of the game. It's not an easy defense to break down, as you heard me mention earlier. He keeps clearing the ball away and at this time I'm worried it might go to extra time and penalties. And I do not want to take penalties with this bronze team. We do get another chance here. We're powering through the defense somehow. Dunk holds the ball and I'm just waiting for a pass to open up. I see Dunk free again. I pass it to him and he absolutely murders Koulibaly with the sickest drag back I've ever done. Not gonna miss that and we're 2-1 going into the end of the game. Have to see this through. But let's check out that insane drag back once more. Koulibaly was completely lost. He had no idea what was going on there. All we have to do now is just see the game through, play defensive, but with this team you don't want to sit back and just invite pressure. So we decide to keep attacking, we keep taking shots, almost scoring again. If we get that third goal, it's for sure over. But we just don't want to let him cross the half. We want to keep it here as much as we can. That's exactly what we do. We see the game out in this half. The ball goes out of play for another corner and the game ends right there. And we have the second win of the tournament. And look at the match facts. He only had 1 shot on goal. Just 1 shot in the entire game. Definitely deserved that win. Now moving on to the semis. This is the team we matched up against. Again, you can see it's pretty much a Calcio A team. And it's not better than the last team we faced. Actually, the last team was much better. So we definitely expect a good performance from our team right here. We decide to enter this game with the same attacking mindset and we let a banger fly with Osadavy completely by mistake, but it still seems to bother Handanovic for reasons I will never know. But we honestly have to stop hitting these bangers because they're never going to go in with this team. Look at that. Almost, I don't know what happened there. Anyhow, after that we take what seems to be probably a million corners. Like I'm not even kidding. Until I finally decide to lose the ball and save the match from ending right in that corner. We keep up the attacks, but nothing happens. We try from corners, we try driven passes, we try driven shots, we try dribbling inside, LT, RT, nothing's working. And at this point, we just have to get creative. Luckily for us though, Handanovic makes another mistake. He throws the ball to us, and Akpom gets a wide open shot on goal. He lets it fly. We get a deflection, but it still goes in. I mean, even if he didn't get the deflection, it would go in for sure. As you can see right there, the driven shot was on target. It gets declared as an own goal from Alexandro. We'll take it. We don't really mind as long as we're in the lead. And that's how the half ends. Back-to-back games, we held the opponents to 0 shots in the half. As you can see, we again skipped the match facts, but I pulled it up. Right there, we held them to 0 shots 2 games in a row in halftime. In this game, our attack and possession was much better too. So starting second half, I had a really good feeling that more goals are gonna come. And we're probably not gonna lose this game. And that's exactly what happens. We win the ball in midfield. We just pass it to Devontae Cole, who makes a run down the wing. We get a little bit lucky there. Ball falls to Sinclair, but we pass it around, drop it back to Sinclair, and he dispatches a banger right into the bottom corner. A driven shot. No chance for Handanovic. Hits the post and goes in. We get a bit lucky, but that was a great shot from Sinclair. And we're leading 2-0 as it stands right now. And this move starts off with an awesome slide tackle by a right back right here. We start moving the ball straight from defense. It's a counter attack. It's on. He's trying to copy my slide tackle. It's 2-on-1. Surely we're gonna make it 3-0. And are we gonna take a driven shot? No, we just decide to let it fly top corner. And it does go in. Handanovic can't get a hand on it. And we're leading 3-0 in the semi-final of the Daily Knockout Tournament. And almost right from kickoff, we start off another attack. And he's just sliding around. I think at this point he already gave up. He doesn't care about the match anymore. He's probably just trying to take my players out. But we get through on goal. Leko is not gonna miss that. A driven shot to the bottom left. And we're up 4-0. This game is definitely over at this point. And we're going on to the final with the bronze team. At this point, he drops his controller and starts dancing over the ball. So we decide to join in with 2 of our players and start a dance off. And as you can see in the match facts, he only had 1 shot, not even on target. This was a masterclass when it came to defense. And here we go into the finals of the Daily Knockout Tournament. And for the finals, we're gonna face off against this team. He has Mertens, Dybala, and Cuadrado up top, and an entire UV backline. Honestly, it's a great team, but we've been seeing teams like this up till now. And after that 4-0 win in the semifinals, we are feeling fairly confident in this game. But you know what I promised you guys at the start. The final will have some ridiculous drama, and it's not for the faint of heart. So if you hate seeing EA do its magic, I'd suggest just turn it off right now and leave, because EA pulls some proper strings in this game. Here off the corner, we do the same thing we've been doing throughout the tournament. We just pass it, hold it, try to get the ball in, and then finally do a driven shot. And look what happens right here. It's that stupid speed up lag. Oh my gosh. I lose the ball. It would have probably been a goal, I'm gonna be honest with you. And he's off on a counter attack. And I almost knew for certain that he was gonna score on this stupid counter attack. And it would just make me want to blow my mind. Luckily for us though, it falls on Dybala's right foot and he misses that shot. And we have a goal kick. Well, for this part, I'm just gonna stop with the commentary and just show you my live reaction. Because what's about to happen is just classic EA.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No.
I've come
Oh
to
my.
talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping